The 2020 National Electrical Code, specifically Article 518.4a, mandates the use of metal-clad cable in places of assembly with an occupant load of 100 or more people. This requirement extends to both new and existing electrical installations. This means that within these assembly locations, metal-clad cable is required for lighting circuits and switch legs. This is not just for the receptacle circuits, but also for the wiring that controls the lights, including the switch legs. However, there is a specific exemption outlined in Article 518.4b4. This exception applies to switch legs that are less than 3 feet in length and do not penetrate a fire-rated wall or barrier. If a switch leg meets both these conditions, it is exempt from the metal-clad cable requirement. It's important to note that this exception should be applied judiciously and only when absolutely necessary. Non-compliance with the metal-clad cable requirement can lead to several negative consequences. Firstly, it can result in code violations and associated fines, which can be substantial. Secondly, and more importantly, it increases the risk of fire or electrical hazards, potentially endangering occupants. Thirdly, non-compliance may lead to the denial of occupancy permits, hindering the use of the building. To ensure adherence to the National Electrical Code and, most importantly, to safeguard the well-being of the people within these assembly areas, it is highly recommended that metal-clad cable be consistently used for all lighting and switch legs. This recommendation is applicable in any place of assembly designed to accommodate 100 or more individuals. The exemption for short switch legs should only be considered when strictly unavoidable, taking into account the overall safety and code compliance. In conclusion, the requirement for metal-clad cable in places of assembly with a capacity of 100 or more people has remained consistent. It is imperative to comply with this regulation to ensure the safety of the occupants and to prevent potential code violations. Here's a deeper dive into some of the key considerations surrounding this requirement. Firstly, understanding the definition of a place of assembly is critical. The National Electrical Code defines it as a building or portion of a building used for the gathering of 100 or more persons for deliberation, worship, entertainment, eating, drinking, amusement, waiting, transportation, or similar purposes. This encompasses a broad range of venues, including churches, theaters, restaurants, and meeting halls. Secondly, the rationale behind requiring metal-clad cable in these locations is primarily focused on fire safety and the prevention of electrical hazards. Metal-clad cable offers superior protection against physical damage and provides a grounded metal pathway that helps to minimize the risk of electrical shock and fire. Thirdly, when installing metal-clad cable, it's crucial to follow the manufacturer's instructions and adhere to all applicable code requirements. This includes proper grounding, support, and termination of the cable. Fourthly, the exception for short switch legs should be carefully evaluated. While a switch leg that is less than 3 feet long and does not penetrate a fire-rated barrier may be exempt, it's essential to consider the overall safety of the installation. In some cases, it may be prudent to use metal-clad cable even for these short runs to provide an extra margin of safety. Fifthly, consider the specific requirements for grounding and bonding metal-clad cable. The National Electrical Code provides detailed guidelines for ensuring proper grounding and bonding, which are essential for preventing electrical shock and fire hazards. Sixthly, regular inspections and maintenance are crucial for ensuring the continued safety and compliance of electrical installations in places of assembly. These inspections should include a thorough examination of the metal-clad cable and associated wiring to identify any signs of damage or deterioration. Seventhly, when performing electrical work in places of assembly, it's imperative to use qualified and licensed electricians who are familiar with the National Electrical Code and other applicable standards. These professionals have the knowledge and experience necessary to ensure that the work is performed safely and correctly. Eighthly, it's essential to keep up to date with the latest revisions and interpretations of the National Electrical Code. The code is updated regularly to reflect new technologies and best practices, and it's crucial to stay informed of these changes. Ninthly, consider the use of additional safety measures such as arc fault circuit interrupters, RF size, and ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, to further enhance electrical safety in places of assembly. These devices can help to prevent electrical fires and shocks. 10th, it's essential to maintain accurate records of all electrical work performed in places of assembly. These records should include detailed information about the materials used, the installation procedures followed, and any inspections or tests that were conducted. This information can be invaluable for future maintenance and troubleshooting. The importance of proper training and education for individuals who work with metal clad cable and other electrical systems cannot be overstated. Electricians and other electrical workers should receive comprehensive training on the safe and proper installation, maintenance, and repair of these systems. This training should cover topics such as electrical safety, grounding and bonding, overcurrent protection, and the National Electrical Code. In addition to formal training, it's also important for electrical workers to stay up to date with the latest industry news, trends, and best practices. This can be achieved through continuing education courses, trade shows, and professional organizations. By investing in training and education, electrical contractors can ensure that their employees are equipped with the knowledge and skills necessary to perform their jobs safely and effectively. This, in turn, can help to reduce the risk of electrical accidents and injuries. Selection of appropriate metal-clad cable for a specific application is also crucial. Factors to consider when selecting metal-clad cable include the ampacity of the conductors, the voltage rating of the cable, the environmental conditions in which the cable will be installed, and any applicable code requirements. It's important to consult with a qualified electrical engineer or electrician to ensure that the correct type of metal-clad cable is selected for the application. The proper installation of metal-clad cable is essential for ensuring its safety and reliability. Metal-clad cable should be installed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions and all applicable code requirements. This includes proper support, grounding, and termination of the cable. When installing metal-clad cable, it's important to avoid damaging the cable's jacket or conductors. Damage to the cable can compromise its safety and increase the risk of electrical shock or fire. Regular inspection and maintenance of metal-clad cable is essential for ensuring its continued safety and reliability. Metal-clad cable should be inspected periodically for signs of damage such as cuts, abrasions, or corrosion. Any damaged metal-clad cable should be repaired or replaced immediately. In addition to visual inspections, it's also important to perform electrical tests on metal-clad cable to ensure that it is functioning properly. These tests can include insulation resistance tests and continuity tests. The use of appropriate tools and equipment is essential for working safely with metal-clad cable. Electricians should use insulated tools and wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and eye protection, when working with metal-clad cable. It's also important to use specialized tools for cutting, stripping, and terminating metal-clad cable. These tools can help to prevent damage to the cable and ensure a safe and reliable connection. The importance of following all safety precautions when working with electricity cannot be overstated. Electricity is a powerful force that can cause serious injury or death. Electricians should always follow all safety precautions when working with electricity, including the energizing circuits before working on them, using insulated tools, and wearing appropriate personal protective equipment. By following these safety precautions, electricians can help to protect themselves and others from electrical hazards. Considering the advancements in electrical safety technology, it's important to implement them where applicable. For example, self-testing GFCIs can provide an added layer of protection against ground faults. Surge protection devices can also help to protect electrical equipment from damage caused by voltage surges. Incorporating these technologies into electrical systems can further enhance safety and reliability. Ensuring that all electrical work is properly documented is crucial for future maintenance and troubleshooting. Detailed records should be kept of all electrical installations, repairs, and modifications. These records should include information such as the date of the work, the name of the electrician who performed the work, the materials used, and any applicable code requirements. Proper documentation can help to ensure that electrical systems are maintained safely and efficiently. In addition to the technical aspects of metal clad cable installations, it's also important to consider the human factor. Electrical accidents are often caused by human error, such as carelessness, negligence, or lack of training. By promoting a culture of safety and providing ongoing training, electrical contractors can help to reduce the risk of human error and prevent electrical accidents. It's essential to recognize that electrical safety is a shared responsibility. Electricians, electrical contractors, building owners, and occupants all have a role to play in ensuring the safe operation of electrical systems. By working together, we can create a safer environment for everyone. The NEC requirements regarding metal clad cable in places of assembly are in place to protect lives and property. Ignoring these requirements can have serious consequences, including fires, electrical shocks, and even fatalities. It is crucial to take these requirements seriously and to ensure that all electrical work is performed in accordance with the code. Regularly reviewing and updating safety procedures is essential for maintaining a safe working environment. Safety procedures should be based on the latest industry standards and best practices. They should also be tailored to the specific hazards present in the workplace. Regular safety audits can help to identify potential hazards and ensure that safety procedures are being followed. Promoting open communication about safety concerns is crucial for creating a culture of safety. Employees should be encouraged to report any safety concerns they have without fear of reprisal. Management should take these concerns seriously and take prompt action to address them. Investing in safety training for all employees is essential for ensuring that they have the knowledge and skills necessary to work safely. Safety training should cover topics such as electrical safety, fall protection, hazard communication, and emergency procedures. Documenting all safety training is important for demonstrating compliance with safety regulations. Safety documentation should include the date of the training, the names of the employees who attended the training, and the topics that were covered. Regularly evaluating the effectiveness of safety programs is essential for ensuring that they are achieving their goals. Safety programs should be evaluated based on metrics such as the number of accidents, the number of near misses, and the results of safety audits. Making adjustments to safety programs based on these evaluations can help to improve their effectiveness. The use of technology can help to improve electrical safety in a number of ways. For example, thermal imaging cameras can be used to detect hot spots in electrical equipment, and arc flash suits can protect electricians from the hazards of arc flash. Technological advancements can also play a significant role in improving the efficiency and effectiveness of electrical safety practices. For example, the use of drones for inspecting power lines can reduce the need for manual inspections, which can be dangerous and time-consuming. Similarly, the use of augmented reality, or AR, can provide electricians with real-time information and guidance while they are working on electrical equipment. AR can also be used for training purposes, allowing electricians to practice complex procedures in a safe and controlled environment. In addition to the NEC, there may be other applicable codes and standards that govern electrical installations in places of assembly. These codes and standards may include state and local building codes, as well as industry standards such as those published by the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, or IEE, and the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA. It's important to be familiar with all applicable codes and standards to ensure that electrical installations are compliant.